Christopher Columbus. Christopho Columbo. Old Chris Columbine. School shooter circa 1492. Sailing the ocean blue. Looking for spices. And gold, riches untold. Born in Italy but hails from Spain. Loves that Spanish poon.
And Throne of Eldraine.
He fucks around. Christopher Columbo.
A&E.
It's time to sail the blue, bitch. Let's come and take your land. The Nina and the Pinta and the Santa Maria.
Your head's gonna go on a stake.
Your head's going on a stake. Taking your gold and all of your people to the golden people. Leaving you smallpox and you stand there.
White people actually invented scalping.
Yeah, bro. It's wild shit out there.
Yeah.
What's going on, people?
Remember that?
It's the name of that podcast, episode 3.
Oh.
Guess it's a thing now. Yeah, man. You can listen to us wherever the link we send you takes you.
Or don't.
Yeah, or don't. We appreciate you looking at it, keeping us in your thoughts like a dead relative you are estranged with.
We have new Snoomans coming at you.
We have new Snoomans coming at you. We're still being heavily sponsored, and through sponsorship.
Oh. There it is.
Well,
the first sponsorship.
Our first sponsorship, Rudy Giuliani, a.k.a. Lord Dracula's little brother. Rudy Giuliani, not that great of a guy, but also not that bad of a guy, depending on who asks.
His top teeth are new.
His top teeth are new, and his bottom teeth are from the year 1412. They predate Christopher Columbus by about 30 to 50 years.
They bring him in for the before and after ads.
They do. For psoriasis.
Okay, yep. That's the one.
Yeah, this is what I looked like before psoriasis cream. This is what I look like after psoriasis cream. I have psoriasis now.
Where am I?
Duh! Yeah, but that guy's fucked. He's done for.
Good.
I can't wait.
You know, the best thing ever was John Mulaney saying in Oh Hello on Broadway. Or it might have been Nick Kroll.
Okay.
But they say something to the effect of like, 9/11 with Rudy Giuliani.
Yike.
Who should be honored because no one else was mayor that day.
Yeah, it's like the thing he hangs his hat on is that he was in the right place at the right time. I mean, I'm reluctant to even say that.
Sure, it's a shitty situation for sure.
Yeah.
But I would hope someone could handle that.
Yeah, you didn't see every third grader in my class getting special commendations on 9/11.
I'm
just saying, we were there. That's where we were. That's what we were doing. Fuck your job title. I'm sure there was a manager at McDonald's on 9/11. Anyway, I really sounds like I have it out for 9/11, but it's really Rudy Giuliani that I'm mad at.
Your words could melt steel beams.
Yeah, the words I just uttered because I stuttered them.
But
wait, there's lots more.
Ooh.
Yeah.
More
So
heat.
if you used to have a stutter and you stutter mockingly now, is it like, oh, I'm making fun of people with stutters, even though like I used to have those issues?
Is that like someone stunning on someone that doesn't know how to ride a bike yet?
No, it's like somebody. Okay, yeah, I guess like I learned how to ride a bike before you.
Not quite.
Yeah, no. Direct analogies. This is like everybody's gone through this in their childhood. Everybody who could afford a bike at least. You learn how to ride a bike. And some people learn how to ride a bike before you. So what I just described previously would be like somebody who's stunting on me because I learned how to ride a bike second, but they also didn't know how to ride a bike, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm like, damn you, Dave Mira.
Yeah, fuck you, Bam Margera.
X Games.
Bam Margarine. Tony Soprano Hawk.
Hey, Ma.
Yay, Ma. Watch me do this 900, Ma.
What the fuck? What kind of mother is hated by his own son?
I never did anything to yous.
I never did anything to you. My own son hates me. Oh, Tony. Oh, Tony.
Ma!
Ma, you got it all wrong, Ma. Jesus Christ. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Hey, Eddie, did you know that Christopher Columbus once tried his hand at being a pirate at 21 years old?
I heard that recently.
Yeah, so he was hired by the Frenchman Rene of Anjou and tasked with capturing a warship in the Tunis harbor in North Africa. So Christopher Columbus, he's like, I'm 21 years old, I'm a reputable sailor, and he's like, gonna get a job as a pirate. He's gonna technically take over this warship.
He wants the One Piece.
He wants the one piece of ass. The only booty that matters. The love of his life, who he will meet later.
He took a bite of scum.
Yeah, he wanted to go fucking thick in a worm. So Rene of Anjou's like, give me this ship and I got you. I'll give you a crew and you're the captain, essentially. Legend has it. So they're out on the high sea going south towards Africa from France. For geographical reference, in case you're stupid. Who didn't fucking know Rene's French? I'm rambling. Anyway. So, the closer they get to their objective, the more bitch tits the fucking crew gets, and they're like, oh, Monsieur Columbus, we do not want to go to North Africa and fight the Africans for their sheep. And Christopher Columbus is like, oh, I totally understand.
Reasonable.
Yeah, he's like, no, I get it, guys. All right, just, take the load off. We'll turn this ship around tonight. And they're like, merci beaucoup, Monsieur Columbus.
What a guy.
What a guy. Zutalo.
I'm going to drink him, have a drink with him later.
And that is me talking, Monsieur Jordan Peterson. I never felt fitter. So later that night,
Yeah.
Christopher Columbus, he fucks with the compass because he's actually a really good navigator. He knows his way around a compass.
How do you fuck with it? You take whatever out of it?
He tampered with it. So pretty much north became south and south became north. So fun fact, not only is Christopher Columbus an explorer, a master racist, and a master conqueror, he's also a mutant and got the power of magnets.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so he used his Magneto-like power to reverse the polarity of the Earth so that he could play a trick on his crew. So when they woke up in the morning and continued to travel what they thought was northbound, they arrived in Africa. And he's like, well, guys, we're here. Time to fight. You know what I mean?
It's a good way to use that power.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Chow down your baguettes and pick up your bayonets. It's time to get going. We're ready to kill some Africans, Wody.
Ooh.
Yeah, so they were there anyway. They were like, fuck it, we might as well. And they won.
Oh, great.
And they won.
Wonderful.
That was the end of that story. So the fucked up part is scholars and historians, the qualified individuals to speak on these things, they would tell you that it's probably not likely that it happened because Christopher Columbus would have been 21 years old when this happened.
Okay.
And it's just not likely that someone so young commanded a ship. Simply put, nobody that
So they
young.
think it's just a story.
They think it's just a tall tale built to make Christopher Columbus a big dick boy.
Isn't that cool, though? That it's like, oh, that's good that isn't real, maybe. But back then it's like, oh, it's not real?
What? I'll fucking kill you. So,
bullshit.
stories about Columbus back in the 1400s used to be stories about wrestlers in the 1980s. Because you're not a wrestling fan, I imagine, casually.
I only in the 90s, when it was really good.
Alright, so, I wasn't born until the 90s, but I'm such a wrestling fucking nerd. Yeah. I know about wrestling before that, right? And the way territories used to be is, motherfuckers thought wrestling was real. You will get stabbed.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
So, bad guys used to have to protect themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Because fans would bring weapons and try to fuck their shit up.
Right
on their
into
way down to the
Denny's.
ring. Right. Famously, Hacksaw Jim Duggan used to carry around a 2x4. A lot of people thought it was because his goofy-ass character. Whatever, right? No, it started off as a means to protect himself as he was, I believe, doing events down in Puerto Rico. It was Puerto Rico or Mexico. He was doing events down there. I'm leading on Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And it was advice that somebody in the backstage had given him because he was running as the bad guy for these for his stint there, right? So
Keep
he's
a
like,
2x4 in your bed.
keep a weapon on you. These fans are gonna try to fuck on you, and you can't let them fuck on you.
So is it a 2x4 because it's something you can use as a weapon that nobody can really nail you for?
So like if somebody comes at you with a knife, you just have the range and you have a reach advantage.
Right.
Right. So that's why the 2x4 just he's like, and this kind of works. Now, people know I stand out because I talk loud and carry a big
And if
stick.
you're a wrestler, it's natural.
Yeah, if you're a wrestler, I'll fucking get you.
You'd be disappointed if you don't have your 2x4.
You want to know who people need to watch out for when fans run in the ring? You know who the fan needs to really watch out for?
Who?
The referee.
Why is that?
The referee don't fuck around, actually. So referees are trained to be referees.
Yeah.
And you'll find that some referees used to be wrestlers. That's why they're in the business.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so there's this really sick compilation on YouTube of during the Attitude Era when you were watching wrestling of house shows, non-recorded shows, and fans would run in, and then referees would like fucking boot them and shit like that. So there's one famous one, it's Triple H versus Stone Cold in the ring.
Ooh, okay, yep.
Earl Hebner, you might recognize the
Yep.
name, refereeing, and this fan slides in the ring and tries to go after Stone Cold, and Triple H body slams him stiff, and he's got him down on the ground, restraining him, and Earl Hebner just comes up like, boom, boom, whammy, whammy, starts kicking him in the fucking head.
Gives him the old Hedner.
Give him the old Earl Hebner. I hardly know her.
Concussions.
Concussions. That's what he called them. Concussion kicks.
Ba-da, ba-da, kick.
Goodbye. Memory. But yeah, this guy got fucked up.
Rip.
It was wild.
No, he didn't die, probably.
Hey, Eddie, did you know that disgraced explorer Christopho Columbo was born in between August 25th and October 31st? Because records were kept so poorly back in the day, there's a lot of debate. Here you go.
Sure.
About when he was actually born. Mm-hmm. There's actually disputes about the years too. It's people settled on 1451.
Sounds very biblical.
All numbers sound biblical, just like 0 BC.
Ooh.
Wait, would it just be 0? Sound off in the comments.
Just a line. It's
Yeah.
an underscore.
Let me know where I'm wrong. Let me know where I crippled your privilege.
I don't agree.
Oh, bro, you know what we haven't done?
What?
We've been doing an uncensored comedy podcast now for a few weeks, and we haven't defended ourselves from PC culture yet. You want to do that real quick?
Not well.
They don't let you say anything anymore. You can't say anything anymore because they'll fucking just cancel you. That's what they do. That's what they all do. I'm painting a broad stroke on a community. That's safe.
I can't identify.
Yeah, me neither. I don't feel bad for the things I say because
And if I do, I'll explain.
Yeah, exactly. And because I'm totally open to being schooled. I think ego gets in the way.
To be truly intelligent, you have to be able to change your opinion.
Yeah, like children are truly intelligent because you can. Children are the easiest person to convince of a thing, or at least present new information to, and they take it in objectively.
Yeah.
Yeah, bright young minds of the future. You know, we should let kids be president.
You can just feel it getting better with the old flakes falling off the government.
What do you mean?
It's like, hey, things are getting better. As old people die, they're in the government. Things are feeling brighter. But
Yeah.
the world's so fucked that we're are they gonna die in time?
But every millennial, we have our favorite grandparent, and that's who we got our Bernie, we got an RBG.
But I'm looking at the Yang Gang.
Yeah, Yang Gang, bro. He's bringing in
He's
bunch
a breath
young
of
folks.
fresh air.
And he's so great because I feel like Asians are the they're the unifying race. They're the glue.
It's true.
Let me explain.
I get it,
This is
though.
the black guy. Let me explain because
It could be a T-shirt. For
Asians
our
are
podcast.
fucking cool. Yeah, this is the black guy, and I want everybody to wear it. Yeah. It's just gonna say this is the black guy in New Times Roman centered white T-shirt, black
Comic
text.
Sans on the back.
Thank you for saying Comic Sans. That just reminded me of a thing. But first, I have to solve racism. Let's hope I remember it.
Sure.
So Asians are fucking tight, right? Mm-hmm. Second favorite to Spanish people. I love me my Spanish community. Anyway, I'm rambling.
They're all great, the races. They're all great races.
They're all great. I fucking love them, right? But Asian people are the middleman. You know what I mean?
I'll get it.
I get it too. I said it. You know what? I'm just gonna be man enough to admit that I can't articulate my sentiments, but
Sometimes you just feel ways.
know the feeling's pure. You know,
Yep.
like blue meth. Comic Sans, however.
Yes.
I wish I could remember who it was. but it was a government official who writes his. It's a lawyer. It's a lawyer who writes their legal documents in Comic Sans and has for their entire career.
Kavanaugh's dad?
No, no. Somebody involved with this whole Trump Ukraine shit.
Nah.
Yeah, that's like the only thing that's on the news. That and like Sean Spicer getting eliminated from.
I'm kind of like exhausted of it.
Yeah, news exhaustion's a real thing. I don't know the reset though, because like if I'm exhausted, I sleep. So does that mean I just like get off the news for a little bit?
I mean, I do it in passing, but I don't actively look for it anymore.
Yeah, I don't actively look for it either, but like I feel like I'm pretty good at keeping up with it now.
Yeah. But I almost feel like that sucks to a degree, because that means it's working.
Yeah.
I fully acknowledge it.
But this dude writes in Comic Sans, even if it's like about people dying. And I understand how unprofessional that is and annoying, so...
Danger.
Hey, it's actually kind of scary, too. It's a red flag.
I'd say.
Yeah. But I think we got a pretty good fleshed out show.
Whoa.
We don't know what we're going to do. I got to make some calls, see if we can get a celebrity interview on today.
We'll have some spicy ads.
We're definitely going to talk about Chris Columbine, the mass murderer of West
yes.
Indies. That guy's fucking
The
scary.
man, the myth, the
The guy's like all the villains. He's like Alien and Predator, and he dresses like Lord Claude Frollo from Hunchback of Notre Dame.
He's the little... You know what he is? If you've ever seen The Dark Crystal, he's the Chandler, or what's his name?
The
Chamberlain.
The only thing I know about the Dark Crystal is...
He's my favorite character, but he's also betrayous, is that a word? Little bitch.
He's like a fucking traitorous little bitch.
Yeah, but he's great. He's awesome.
Lit. Hair,
Simon Pegg does his voice now, too.
So we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We're gonna take a look at some of our sponsors and see what they think about the things they want to give us money for. Because you're a valued audience. Technically, you're our customers, because via equivalent exchange, we get money for services rendered. Not from you, though.
And we see you shoplifting.
Yeah, because you would download a card, because you grew up our age. The following segment is sponsored by Separate But Equal Textbooks. These are Confederate letters.
Dearest Lucinda, it's been awfully lonely without you on the front line. Oh, I'm horny as hell, and I needs to get my rocks off something fierce. I'm willing to blow like a shotgun in a rabbit's asshole. Oh, I miss you, Lucinda. I love you, darling. I will fap easily to you tonight. Is that I think the other army's coming. Lucinda, why am I still writing? Well, at least I'll get my nut. Ooh, I don't know how long the special is. How many parts is this?
I am new, wireless, organized, robo, domestic.
Hello, N-word.
I'm not gay, but Eddie's good looking.
Do you need to send your cretins somewhere? Well then come on down to Skeletor's Daycare. We'll take care of your flea-bitten mongrels and make sure they stay relatively safe. As long as the wretched masters of the universe stay away. But here at Skeletor's Daycare, we're sure to take care of your... Get down from that! Get down from that right now! Skeletor's Daycare takes care of your kids and feeds them with the finest nutrition and... Who's touching things? By God damn it! Skeletor's Daycare will be sure to keep your nasty creatures... Get those nasty creatures! Oh! God damn it! Skeletor's Daycare is sure to... come on down to Skeletor's Daycare. You really gotta come check it out in person because it doesn't. It does. God damn it! I'm going to hit every single one of these kids so hard. God damn it! Keep your fucking kids where they belong. I don't want them anymore. Fuck your kids.
And we're back. You're listening to the name of that podcast with Alton and Eddie.
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
happy Columbus Day.
Happy Columbus People's Day. That guy fucking sucks. I'm gonna start calling him Christopher Columbine. I really feel like I was throwing it against the wall first segment, and I really like it.
What about Criminal Columbus?
Criminal Columbine.
Ooh,
Yeah.
those are things people don't like together that start with C's.
Two bad things. Both start with C's.
Yep.
Criminal, child. He technically probably even a child trafficker.
They're not gonna say it, are they?
Columbine.
No, but
What were you
let's
thinking?
talk about cunt.
Cunt Columbus. Christopher
Hey.
Cunt Columbus.
Discover this, bitch.
Discover this clitoris. Yeah. Hey, Eddie, did
Yeah.
you know that after Christopher Columbus was a pirate, supposedly, he got on this crew that got him on a trip to Greece for a year. Christopher Columbus, 26 years old, cusp
Starting
of his
good.
manhood,
Yeah.
really in his fucking sexual prime. And he gets to go to Greece for a year.
Grease himself up.
Grease himself up in the most sexy place at the time. I think Greece has a reputation for being pretty hot.
Sure.
I think there's a lot of hot shit going on in Greece. A lot of polytheism and man houses.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yup.
culture.
Yeah, well, yeah, and they love like their carnal pleasures in Greece. They're all about that shit. And Columbus is going there now.
So was that in Syracuse where he confused grease for cement and then he rubbed it on himself and now he's a statue
Honestly,
in the middle of the
that's
square there?
he was immortalized figuratively, but you'll find out that he
His
died.
corpse up there.
I hope. We should go break it and find out.
It's Jebediah Springfield that cut its head off.
If there's even one skeleton in the Columbus statue downtown, I will not hesitate, bitch. I swear to fucking God, I'll do it.
Columbus combo.
Hit him with the Columbus combo breaker and really see what's up. I'll break that skeleton. I will know for a fact it's Christopher Columbus' skeleton, and it wasn't like some random employee in the 1920s when the fountain was being built. It's not their
I
skeleton.
know it's him.
It's him. Whose else would it be?
We sent a pinky into 23andMe and they figured it out.
We know it. We know it, and I don't even need to waste the money because 23andMe is not getting any of my information.
Nope.
All right,
Unless they want to sponsor us.
riddle me this, Ed man.
Yeah.
Ed boy.
Riddle me this, Ed boy. The CEOs of Google, YouTube, and 23andMe are all like related, both by like marriage, and two of them are sisters. Let me do some research
hell?
real quick. Jamie, you want to look that up?
Jamie.
Jamie, you want to look
Google that real
up?
quick?
Jamie, what are you looking up? CEO of Google, YouTube, and 23andMe.
Scroll down. Keep the fist or the mic a fist away from your face.
All right, the current CEO of YouTube is Susan
Whoa.
Wojcicki.
Key.
But her spouse is Dennis Troper.
Okay.
All right, he's probably a nobody.
He's a spouse.
Google exec.
He's a devoted
Director of
husband.
Product Management. Ready?
Yeah.
CEO of 23andMe. So you see the first connection, right? Dennis Troper, Director
Yep.
of Project Management of Google, married to Susan, what's her name? This is how her last name's pronounced. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yes. That's how you pronounce her name.
There you go.
CEO of 23andMe is Anne. Whoa. Do you see the connection? I'll let you be the judge.
I see the strings.
Listen, bro, this is the classic Eddie Bravo setup. I want you to see the three arbitrary points and connect them, because the company that has the most influence of what you watch, the company who has the most influence of what you do, and the company that pretty much will have the information on who you are physically and genetically
Okay.
are all in cahoots. They're all at the same Thanksgiving table, and I just want everybody to be aware of that.
All the knowledge is at the Wojcicki Foundation House.
Yeah, the what.
Is that why they want everyone's info? Because they're ashamed of their last name?
I don't even know how to follow. See, a hockey fan would know how to pronounce this name.
Oh, that's Wojcicki.
Yeah, that's Wojcicki.
Eh?
Hey, you don't know about these guys? Because I'm a Jersey Devils fan. There's hockey fans over here too, bro. You fucking being a racist? Well, don't forget about the hockey fans down here in Florida.
No sleep till Alberta.
Go Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa Bay fucking Lightning, brother. You want to talk about hockey? It's a multicultural sport.
Taste PBR.
I hang out with a Canadian. I hang out with 10 Canadians. They ain't got a problem with me. I ain't got a problem with them, brother. That's how we do it around these parts. However, I'm not quite a fan of your healthcare. Waiting around, arm chopped off in the emergency room. What kind of living is that?
Healthcare like that might get a man killed.
Wouldn't you rather invest your own money towards getting good health insurance so that when you lose your arm sitting in that emergency room, you're going to get some quality care instead of having no choice but to wait? I'm telling you, Canada, you don't got the best deal. But I'm rambling. We're talking
I've never felt fitter.
But don't get me started about your fitness. Most of y'all's is you know what? Honestly, I feel like I'm channeling a lot of my own preconceived notions about Canada into this Floridian character.
Sure.
And I don't want people to get the wrong impression. Fuck Florida. You know what up? Fuck China. That's current events,
that's
right?
a good one.
This podcast isn't sponsored by China because fuck those guys. I hope they ban my big black ass, man. I hope I go over there. I hope the first time I go to China, they arrest me on sight because they know exactly who I am and exactly who's saying this when I say fuck China. And this what?
Yeah.
Go off.
I agree.
Go off, King.
Oh, fuck them. They suck.
Yeah, see? That's it. And I want them to know.
All there is.
That's it. Fuck you and President Winnie the Pooh. That's how I feel about that. We're not
post pictures of me like that.
fuck Blizzard. Who else? Fuck the Rockets. All y'all kowtowing at a Chinese. What the fuck, bro? Yeah. Fuck these CEOs and execs at YouTube and Google and 23andMe, all in cahoots, passing a gravy to each other this holiday season while they hold our life in a very fucking balance. Are you serious? You want to pass those peas? Corporate industrial complex?
Ooh.
Fuck, man. I'm going off here, cuz.
Well, you got them, though.
Yeah, just because I'm not articulate, these motherfuckers think I'm stupid. Just because I don't know words. Just because I don't have accessible SAT terms for my fucking lexicon of knowledge, reading books and shit. I don't read books.
Don't listen to him.
I'll wait for books to be adapted into fucking movies and animes. I don't need to read books. Books know what I want. That's how good books are for you kids. Stay in school. Read books. You'll be better than me. If you think I'm cool, just imagine if I would have read some books.
Imagine the kids listening to the podcast.
Yeah, imagine the kids. Because we do have to be mindful of the children. You know, Wu-Tang's for the children. Name of that podcast, also for the children. But the content is up to your parents' discretion, little boys and girls. And, you know, I'd say that extends way past this podcast that we do here. Mm-hmm. Fuck China, man. I ain't got time for these.
Yeah, screw them.
Yeah, man. I really didn't. I'm not trying to go off on these dudes. Chinese people, you're cool, though. The protesters,
fine.
At least. And, like, the people who are busy working because you got to provide for your family or else, I get it. If you sympathize, I'm with you. If you're too scared to post it on your social media, I get it. It's tough. There's a lot of gray areas when it comes to not protesting. Mm-hmm. All right? So people just got to understand that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't protest, usually because I'm at work. Or
I hear them.
I don't want to get arrested. Yeah.
I hear them.
So we work in close proximity to the office of a state senator.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Who
so
is it?
John Catco. And he's a good guy.
Where the pets go.
Yeah, John Catco, where the pets go. This episode is sponsored by John Catco's Pet Shop. Are you a cool cat with a lot to live for? Come on down to John Catco's Pet Shop. You can sit outside for hours and voice your opinion for hours. And I won't hear you because I'm not there. John Catco's Pet Shop. Come on down for a good old time. Meow.
Got him.
Yup. Boom.
So that's accurate.
Give me my fucking money, state senator. Yeah. Hey, did you know that when Christopher Columbus was 29 years old, he had a kid named Diego?
No way.
Yeah. And
How old?
29-ish.
Okay.
Maybe he was either 29 or 40, depending
On the records.
depending on what year you thought he was born.
Yep.
Yeah, because he could have been born in the 1430s, but he also could have been born in the 1450s.
Whichever timeline's better,
Right.
I guess.
So, inspired by Marco Polo, he asked the King of Spain,
The artist formerly known as Marco Polo.
the author formerly known as Marco fucking Polo, as told by Joey Diaz. So I'm eating a fucking monkey, and Marco Polo comes knocking at my fucking door. I says, "Who's knocking on my fucking door?" I get up, open the door, it's Marco Polo. I said, "Marco Polo, what the fuck do you want?" He said, "You gotta let me in. You gotta put the monkey down. I got something to tell you, brother. I would never fucking lie to you. I would never insult you with a lie, Joey Diaz." And he knows he would never. And then I find my mother dead on the floor.
Jesus Christ, it always goes there.
It's, oh, man. Yeah. But Christopher Columbus went to the King of Spain to ask him to fund his expedition because the King of Portugal was like, nah, B. King of Spain and the Queen of Spain were off. They were in Rio de Janeiro, so they weren't there. Mm-hmm. So he had to wait months for them to get back. So in the meantime, he's like, well, I guess I'm chilling in Spain for now. He goes to find the poorhouse, and him and his son live there while he's doing all of his more research on his expedition, his excursion, right?
Right.
5 long months later, they get back, but not before he meets a young girl named Beatrice.
Okay.
Right? They start having an affair.
Uh-oh.
They get knocked up, and
Both
she
of
gives
them?
birth to Ferdinand.
Oh.
Right.
Enter Ferdinand.
Boom. Enter Ferdinand Columbo. Ferdinand Columbine.
He's a detective.
Yeah, they call him Fred. Fred Columbine.
Fred Columbo.
Detective Fred Columbo.
At your service.
As told by Joey Diaz.
Always.
This fucking guy pulled his gun on him. And he said, "Joey, look away if you don't want to know what happens." And I said, "Ha ha 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 ha. I keep watching."
Remember me on Scare Tactics?
So boom, King of Spain and the Queen of Spain get back after old Freddie Columbo's born. And they hear about his pitch, Riches of Asia, all this shit, Marco Polo, yada, yada, yada.
Sure.
And they're like, we're going to look into this. And he's like, oh, come on. Come on, King and Queen of Spain. Mwah, mwah, I wouldn't insult you with a fucking lie. Listen to me, baby. I'm good for it. I'm Christopher Columbus. You don't know me.
And they were in.
Born in Italy. Pirate from France. Year in Greece. Marooned in Portugal. Now I'm here, all the way in Spain. I come to you, mwah, down on one knee. I fucking love you. I fucking love you, King and Queen of Spain, to which I am not born nor from. I'm merely a visitor on your humble lands.
They're like, get him out of here. Just say yes.
Don't fuck me.
Oh.
All right, so boom. So they want to do their investigation, right? Mm-hmm. Now, throughout all this, all Columbus is proposing is a 10% cut of whatever they get, from the new land and the gold that he gets them, right?
Right.
So it took 5 years to do this investigation. In the meantime, Christopher Columbus went back to Portugal and to pitch to the King of Portugal again.
Are those the original stock markets, is investing in explorers?
Yeah, hey man, this is what I'm going to go do. It's like, I'm a young upstart with a boat and some people who like me, and we're going to just go that way.
Columbus is up 5 points.
Ding, 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 in fucking Cal Jones, because it's 1492. They're ringing the bell on the neck of a cow.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm stereotyping Europe. Fuck you.
Oh, well.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I love white people. I can say it. My grandma's white. I can say it. Cracker.
Ooh,
Fucking honky cracker. The only two things. What else
my
hurts?
God.
As a white person, what else hurts you?
My heart. When
like,
you say those words,
so when people call you a honky or a
Yeah.
cracker, what else they got?
it ruins my day.
What's the trifecta? You know what I mean? What's like?
I think saltine's good.
That's
But
cracker
that's
though.
I know it is.
I can
but
call you Ritz. I can call you oyster cracker. I can call you fucking Milano cracker.
That's how small the pool of
What are the name of
insult
those
is.
crackers you get off the fucking airport, off from United Airlines? Those are pretty good.
Are they just saltines?
No, they're like graham crackers. I can call you
Oh,
graham
I
cracker.
haven't done it
Call
in a
you
while,
Teddy
then.
Graham. Fucking call you Dunkaroo. Like, like,
I feel like there's a lot to work with. It just was never explored.
yeah. I don't think anybody's ever like unpacked white prejudice.
No.
You know, somebody explain to me the difference between racism and prejudicism. Prejudicism.
Yep.
Your word is prejudicism. P. Anyway, so the difference between race and prejudice is that racism exists within a power structure, right?
Okay.
So like racism, like being like racially superior over another person, comes with like rights and things that they don't get and things that you get over them. So
Okay.
there's like a power struggle, but like you can be somebody who is a victim of racism. I'm not gonna say victim of racism, right?
Right.
Who's on the wrong end of racism?
Okay.
Yeah, and then fuck. I don't. There's no right way to say it, guys. When you're getting fucked by racism, you can still be prejudiced, but that's not racist because you're not like inflicting like a power dynamic over the person that you like, because you're the one being oppressed, so you can't oppress somebody. You can't oppress your oppressor because like racism is systemic, but you can definitely hate white people and be prejudiced. You feel
Sure.
that?
Yeah, I get
All
it.
right, there we go. I didn't solve racism, but I just explained it more for some people. And maybe they'll figure it out for themselves. Yeah, so back to the Christopher Columbus.
We're on theme still. It's
Yeah,
fine.
oh yeah, we're still on brand with racism and Christopher Columbus. Pretty much every time we segue about anything bad, it'll still be on topic.
Yep.
So don't worry about it, folks. We're here. So Christopher Columbus moved back to Portugal from Spain after the king and queen of Spain pretty much shoot him away and said, "Hey, we'll investigate. Stop kissing my wife's hand."
No.
But it tastes like real.
Get out.
Go away. So boom, he blah blah blah. Sorry, I lost my spot.
Blew up your spot, yo.
Yeah. So at the time, Spain's investigation declared the trip was too risky. The king and queen still had final say. You know what I mean? Here are the results of mine. It's pretty much Mueller.
Yeah.
It's like Robert Mueller investigated Christopher Columbus's excursion to see if it was worth doing.
Okay.
And he pretty much was like, it probably isn't worth it, but also it probably might be. Thanks, investigator. Fucking useless. So anyway.
Completely middle ground.
Yeah, he's like, honestly can't say either way.
Yep.
I'm really trying to just make up for voting for Trump, guys.
I'm neutral.
I'm Robert Mueller, and I voted for Trump. I'm really sorry.
I look like the eagle from Muppets.
I look like Robert De Niro with my chin. So the king and queen still had final say, right?
Yeah.
And the king didn't actually like Christopher Columbus. The king of Spain did not like him on a personal level, like disliked him. Mm-hmm. Like, fuck this guy.
Well, I think I even heard that in school.
Right. He was like, fuck this guy. And the
Yep.
queen was a little nicer to him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She didn't like him, you know what I
like,
mean?
"Be nice."
She didn't like big mouth like him, you know what I mean?
No.
But she was like, be nice, exactly. There, you might have a better chance of proposing in the future. You know, we're currently at war with the Moors.
Mm-hmm.
If you're stupid, the Moors were like black people. Generally,
Okay.
I'm stupid. So like, they were black. They were the black people from Africa, and that's who they were fighting. So there's a 700-year long war. It was going on for 700 years. So like up till that point, I was like, man, this war's been 700 years long. We've been killing blacks left, right, and center, Columbus, and we just don't have enough money or time to do this trip.
Okay.
But I wanna. I understand. Once
it.
we're done killing black people left, right, and center, we'll get a hold of you. And this is what happened. That's exactly what happened. They finished killing the blacks.
Yeah.
And then they called up Christopher Columbus. Ring-a-ding, Christopher Columbus. This is he. What is going on? This is your boy, Christopher Columbus. Did a black make this phone? Why, yes, he did. I'm rambling. We'd like to pick you up on your offer to go to the New World. And he's like, lit.
Cool.
Tight. Boom. So he gets the Nina, the Pinta, the Sansa, Maria, That's like
damn.
Alexander Hamilton right there.
It is.
The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa, Maria. I'm giving them up, I'm giving them up, I'm giving them up. I'm floating, I'm boating. You got the notion that I'm floating in a boat. Alexander Hamilton. No, it's Columbus. Yeah, that's what we do here.
Then it goes into Moana.
Lin-Manuel Miranda, everyone. What can I say except you're welcome? So it takes 10 weeks to gather the ship, the supplies, and a 90-man crew, which is mostly like ex-criminals, because the pickings were really slim in 1490.
Makes sense.
Something. This wasn't even 1492, bro. He did a different one in 1492, so we'll get to that.
He had a few expeditions.
He had a few, but the 1492 one, that was the second one. Yeah.
The big one.
The big one, whatever. So, first stop, the Canary Islands. And we're going to take a quick commercial break, because honestly, I'm vocally exhausted. And fuck you people, honestly. I'm going to take care of myself. No, I'm just joking, you know. I'll value the audience. I can't say the same for some people.
Hey.
We'll be right back.
Look at this shit. Goddamn snake stealing my bait. I don't know what kind of fucking snake it is. I don't want to fuck with it. I see a rattle on it. Give me my motherfucking bait back, bitch. Look at this shit. Bitch trying to eat my motherfucking fish. Look at that. Look at that. Look, he pulling too. Give me my fucking bait back. That's my stringer I really want. I don't know what he is. He ain't got a rattler. I hope it ain't poisonous. Fucking around. Give me my bait back. He ain't gonna let it go either. I just want my motherfucking... I just want my stringer. Look at that.
Don't get shot at school, kids. It's really not that fun. And don't do it. Don't get shot at school.
You usually end up dead anyway, right?
You don't want to die at school, kids. So get ready. This fall, we got exactly what you need to make sure that you can get home from school, live to see another day, and get ready for tech class tomorrow. Free pumped up kicks are 50% more pumped than the leading brands, and they're sure to give you the edge. Get rootin' when the guns get shootin' with pre-pumped up kicks. Pre-pumped up kicks come in lots of different colors and sizes.
Get them, because they're going fast.
Going fast, and you'll be going even faster with pre-pumped up kicks on your feet. Be sure to strap on a pair of these, so when the strap comes out, only a pair of you will get going. That's all you'll need, a pair, that is, of pre-pumped up kicks to get on the road and get the hell out of Dodge.
I want to run faster to these savings.
They also come in clear for Metal Detector Day. Pre-pumped up kicks. The name of that podcast is brought to you in part by the History Channel and Separate But Equal Textbooks. Separate But Equal Textbooks. Textbook. Separate But Equal Textbook. It's a really weird word, isn't it? Textbook. It really goes places. Textbook.
This is ASMR now.
You're listening to Textbook ASMR. Textbook. Chapter. Glossary.
What are we doing?
Section 4. The Great Depression. Textbook.
When should I start?
The name of that podcast is brought to you in part by separate but equal textbooks. This is Confederate Letters.
Dear wife, I'm out on the field, but nobody's got any creativity. It's 2 to blue up in this bitch, and I just blew this guy up. I shot at some Injuns, and it's quarter to orange on his ass. Oh! That almost washed my pain away. Or was that blood? Anyway, kids, grab your finest Native American blood, though I don't know I would be courteous enough to say that in this age. Also, why am I yelling at you through a letter? Tell the kids for me, will you? Anyway, stay frosty, 2 to blue, suck a dick, I'm out.
And we're back. Thanks for listening to the name of that fucking podcast. What's up, Wody? We out here, mobbing, macking, being cool and shit.
Discovering land.
Running down Christopher Columbine, the racist explorer that discovered America.
So no mail.
Yeah, so whatever, right? So, picking up from our story from earlier, you got Christopher Columbine and the Nina the Pinta, the Santa Maria, you know what I mean? And they're all going to the New World. They don't know they're going to a new world yet. They're going to go take a shortcut to Asia and take it over. 90 men, 3 ships, no girls allowed. It was the life.
Great.
Pirate's life for me, you know? So they're out. 3 weeks later, in about 3 weeks you travel something like 3,000 miles. They haven't found any Asia. No Asia yet. Weeks go by and still no more Asia. And people are starting to get restless, People are getting sick. People are hating it out in the ocean. Humans are not built for it tough.
He's probably a douche, so they probably hate him.
Oh yeah, Christopher Columbo is probably a total fucking douche.
Yeah.
He probably is.
I'm sure was.
He seems like a scumbag, honestly.
Before he turned into a statue.
Before he got turned into a statue and left in downtown Syracuse to rot like the pillar man he is. Cue pillar man music. Yeah, Eddie Bitch. There it is. You hear the pillar man music now. I can hear it. This is a good song. I hope I remember to put it in. That's what I said about my virginity. Anyway.
Oh.
So, the Santa Maria wants to mutiny at this point. There's motherfuckers on that ship that are like... Santa Maria! They're like, nah, bro. We're done. We don't want to do this anymore. We're going to take over.
This sucks.
Yeah, we're turning the ship around. You think that's where it came from? I'm turning the ship around. Yeah. Turn the ship around.
May as well be.
Right. So, they want to turn the ship around, and Columbus is like, hey, I'll make you a promise. The night is December 10th.
I make a promise with you.
I make a promise. You listen to me. He promises that if there's no land in sight in 2 days, that they would turn back. He also promised the first person to see land would get a lifetime pension of 1,000 maravitas for the rest of their life.
Margaritas?
Whatever the name of that currency is, Eddie. I'm not going to try to unpack it a second time. Christopho claimed that he saw a light the night before and kept the reward for himself. But this other gentleman, Rodrigo, he said that he saw land first. Terra!
Oh.
That's what they used to say back when he saw land. It wasn't actually land.
And then he's like, I can't hear you so well.
Did you say that you saw land? Actually, I saw land last night.
Oh.
Columbus is the trickiest at night.
I already have the money, so it's easier this way.
He already was a trickster pirate when he was 21 years old in France, when he changed the compasses that night. And then he was a trickster pirate again in his 30s or whatever, 40s maybe. Who cares?
Whatever.
Who cares
I
how
don't
old he
give a
was?
fuck.
I'm sure Christopher Columbus was killing fucking natives at 5 years old.
Yep.
He was hucking them off of fucking cliff sides.
Doing all sorts of great things.
In Italy, he was fucking torturing colored people.
Ooh.
Since he was a kid. Since before he ate his first red mushroom.
He was marinated in shame.
He was marinated in bigotry and hatred and Chinese communism.
He's like worse Bane with no
He
superpowers.
fucking sucks. I'll kick the shit out of Christopher Columbine.
Tell him right now.
Could have been me and Columbine. I'd have fucking punched that fucking Italian explorer right in his fucking mush.
Fuck. Broke his
Yeah.
compass.
Yeah, broke his compass right in his fucking septum.
Rectum sectum.
Recta septum. Anyway, I'm rambling. So they find land. Mm-hmm. They arrive in the Caribbean. There are Arawak natives.
Johnny Depp's there.
Johnny Depp and the
Hey,
Arawak.
Jack Sparrow's running around.
That's another Disney movie. Johnny Depp and the Arawak tribe. It's gonna be a sitcom.
Hey.
It's gonna be a sitcom. But these people, they're simple. They're agricultural tribe. That was their means of trade. Columbo noticed that they had little bits of gold inside of their ear.
Oh.
What's
Like
this?
just resting in their ear.
What's that? Like I pull it out from your ear. It's a gold. So he wanted to get the gold because
Is that where Got Your Ear came from?
No, I hope not. Because if we're to assume that like Got Your Nose and Got Your Ear came from Christopher Columbo, then he was cutting them off, and that's no fun anymore. I don't want to play that game with kids anymore.
I feel like it's believable though.
Oh, I believe it, bro.
Yeah. No evidence.
Hey man, and rat. I hear a lot of guys say split your wig back like a wave cap in reference to like scalping.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's crazy. But anyway, we're rambling.
Yeah.
Fucking, he wants to find out where the gold comes from. And
I
what he
want
does
to know
is
where the gold.
he concocts the perfect scheme. I'll tell you about it right after this toke. And we're back. So what he did is he lured a couple of Arawak on the ship.
Sure. Marowak.
Close.
Ooh.
Arawak. Actually, when I was doing this deep dive initially, I imagined that he just like subjugated a bunch of Marowaks.
He's Team Rocket.
Yeah, and that's just how they are. You know what I mean? They kill Marowaks. It's just what they do.
They do in the game.
Yeah. They killed him in Pokemon Origins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Same
watched
story.
that shit. They were, yeah, it was a crazy story. But he
Columbus.
Christopher Columbo and Jesse and James lured a couple Marowak on the ship and said, "Where's your fucking gold? Where'd you get the gold from, huh?" But like with pointing and drawing because there was a obvious language barrier.
Yep.
No luck.
Well, Meowth was there, so it helped.
Yeah, Meowth was there as a translator, and Wobbuffet wasn't made yet.
No.
Yeah, because this is the first generation.
First gen.
Yeah, so no luck interrogating the Marowak
Nope.
on where the gold is, where the nuggets are. So fucking, he makes his way to the next island. He just he leaves, right? He leaves the Marowaks alone. After he fucking took a couple prisoner, he kept some because that's just
Some
how,
Marowaks?
That's how Team Rocket is.
Shit.
They kept like 6. I think that's the most you can carry.
They didn't even give him rare
This
candies.
is before computers existed, so they could only have 6 at a time.
Ah.
Right.
And they weren't even in balls.
No. They were just out in the open. So they make their way to what is now Cuba.
Yep.
And Hispaniola is what they called it.
Okay.
And there, one of the chiefs in Hispaniola presented him with a golden mask. Yeah, that's some crazy shit, right?
Shit.
Yeah, so now Christopher Columbus' story is cool. Now he's Dio.
I don't want to say that.
Too bad. They're both evil as fuck.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And Dio's sexist.
Yeah.
And
He's not a great person
I don't know if he's
or
racist.
vampire anymore.
He's not a good guy.
I don't remember him being racist.
I don't think he's racist.
He's definitely sexist.
So Christopher Columbus, worse than Dio. Easy. Indisputable. Worse than Dio Brando. Christopher Columbus, if given the opportunity, would steal 2 bodies and put his head on both of them.
Yeah, he would.
Like a human centipede. He'd like have each asshole attached to his ears.
Christopher Chimera.
Christopher Chimera. That's fucking terrifying.
Oh!
He's like, he took Ferdinand Magellan's body. He didn't think it was that cool that he circumnavigated the planet because Christopher Columbus thought the planet was super tiny.
Yep.
Because he's fucking stupid.
There's a warp zone right there.
Don't forget about Diego and Ferdinand, his kids.
That's where part 5 comes in.
Yeah, that's where part 5 comes in. Even stronger stands.
Yep. Like you've never seen.
Columbus's stand is the Santa Maria. Think about that. Nah, it's the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The flat world.
Yeah, and then like the captains of those 3 ships, their stands are the ships
The
themselves.
Pillarmen.
Yeah, the Pillarmen are the captains of the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria.
Yep.
See, this is the deep dive they don't want you to know.
It's real life.
Yeah, that's the scariest
That's why you need to watch JoJo.
Yeah,
and
it's
get in on
scary.
the history.
Like everybody likes a good story until that story is what's real. That's why everybody's cool with Christianity, because the people who believe in it, and the people who don't believe in it think it's just a story. And like on a level, I feel like atheists are afraid of Christianity. But we're not going to unpack that because I'm agnostic. I'm happily in the middle. Maybe. I feel like that's fair. I'm not getting defensive. I'm just saying I get a chance to say this uninterrupted. I think it's fair to be in the middle.
No.
Yeah. I think it's fair. I think it's too far to either way. I think either way is too much. I feel like either way is too much.
I say let him have it, but leave it out of my shit.
So like I think we covered this in a previous episode. But God is just a normal dude because there's too much evil going on in the world.
Named Christopher Columbus.
Christopher Columbus is
Columbo.
God.
Yep.
And they're both shitty.
And they both have Marowaks.
Yeah, the difference between Christopher Columbus also has a cult following.
Oh.
Yeah, people love Christopho.
Oh, you're
Columbo.
right. You're right.
Yeah, the Italian
I
community.
think there's a Sopranos episode about it.
They're like, don't you ever fucking
Like, what do you mean taking fucking Columbus Day off the calendar?
taking Columbus Day off the menu.
What the fuck, man?
That sandwich has been in this family for 3 generations.
Tony, that's your Columbus Day sandwich. Oh, Tony.
Is Tony's mom eating candy?
Yeah, I think so.
Tony, have some candy.
Have some candy, Tony. It's ribbon candy.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I'm John C. Reilly. we're workshopping it.
Oh.
Did you know Christopher Columbus was a piece of shit and a con man?
Yeah, I heard that.
So we're gonna really sum up a lot of the story here. After he went to the Hispaniola area and got the Golden JoJo's Bizarre Adventure mask, he all ready, bro. This shit, it gets really crazy after this because it's pretty much like full steam ahead. Like if you were on Christopher Columbus's side,
Yeah.
this is your like roaring 20s. You're by like Christopher Columbus and his fucking ex-con soldiers go buck fucking wild
Oh,
on these
shit.
natives, bro. Like slaving them,
Do we have footage of that?
Cameras weren't invented yet.
Oh.
I know people are like Pixar never happened. It wasn't that bad. Blah 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 blah. Nah, Christopher Columbus will tell you himself that he fucked them dudes up, man. He fucking slaved them. Like finding gold wasn't all that. He couldn't find much gold, but after finding that gold mask, he knew there was gold.
Yeah.
So he
Do you
went
think
back.
he wore it?
Here's what happened. When he went back to Spain, he went back with a bunch of slaves and then assured the king and queen that there's a bunch of gold. But before he left, he built La Navidad, or Fort Christmas.
Oh.
Yeah, he
Christmas Town?
built. Yeah, he built Fort Christmas, and then left. Then he left some men there. He's like, "Yo, y'all motherfuckers are gonna find the gold, and when I come back, you better have gold."
Oh.
It only starts getting crazy. This is the beginning of the buttfuck wild.
Christopher Corrupto.
The buttfuckery wildness.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christopher Corruption. More like it. So he takes his happy ass back to Spain after leaving 39 men to man Fort Navidad. Wahoo! Christmas! So they took some prisoners. 2 natives were killed over a bow and arrow transaction.
As in, was the transaction the bow? Or the arrow, I mean?
No, so
Or was it-
the natives were selling the white man, or the Spanish, bows and arrows, and they
Okay.
wanted more than what they were willing to pay for. And they,
We'll give them to you. But you're gonna have to catch them.
yeah. So other natives on the trip back died of exposure. He told them that he found Asia when he got back, first of all. He had actually found Cuba and
And they're like,
Hispaniola.
cool, you
They're
did.
like, tight, you did it. You found these slaves. He described rivers flowing with gold and so many spices, rivers of gold, so many spices,
Wow.
and the women.
Nothing.
When you're rich, you can do what you want.
Oh,
Oh,
hot take.
woof. Auga.
Whoa.
Ugh.
Yeesh.
He said he can go back and get all of that and even more slaves. He's like, I got what you need. People, money, spices.
Wow.
Right. So he got sent on a second expedition.
That sounds pretty good. Go on, Chris.
He got sent on a second expedition with like 6 times as much supplies. 17 ships and roughly 1,200 men. No girls allowed. Time for slaves and gold. Full time.
Ah.
Here's the Roaring 20s. This is where it is. So before that was like the turn of the century, the Industrial Revolution. Now, this is the sentiment of the Roaring 20s, like bum ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da bum cha-ching.
With the Vegas signs behind
Yeah,
him.
yeah, bar, bar, bar. Yeah, all of that.
Bar signs.
Bar signs, lucky sevens,
Yep.
cherries. Blah, 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 blah,
Lucky
blah,
Stinky's
blah.
drink hole.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, they went from island to island demanding gold. They were fucking tearing people up. But
Yep.
fucking wild, right?
Dynasty Warriors down there.
When other natives would hear about this, you know, from stories from neighboring islands, they would evacuate and get the fuck out of Dodge. The sailors that were left at Fort Christmas in the meantime were executed. You know what I mean? And Fort Christmas was taken over.
Cool.
They lost Fort Christmas. All those poor little elves.
No more Christmas.
Mrs. Claus, Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen,
Columbus.
Cupid, Downer, Blitzen. All of them dead, killed,
Murked.
out of here.
Even the dentist elf.
Wasted. The dentist elf and
Dentist elf dead.
and Rudolph, who can recall,
Yukon Cornelius
he bled the most.
took the most bullets.
It was crazy. So, when there was no gold to be found, Columbo went full slaves. He got 1,500 Arawaks. He captured 1,500 Arawak natives.
Whoa.
500 of the fittest were chosen to be sold. On the trip, sending them back, 200 of them died.
Oh, good.
So, yeah. Desperate for gold, Columbus started placing gold quotas on everybody 14 and up in Haiti.
You must be this old.
Once you're 14 years old, you got to get this much gold. Every 3 months, you turn in this much gold. If you don't, you lose your hand.
That doesn't help me to get gold. This is like overdraft fees of the past.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's crazy because I know about this other guy named King Leopold that we probably won't talk about because we're not that kind of podcast. We only like making fun of bad people. And King Leopold is pretty much like, he's like paleo diet Christopher Columbus.
Okay.
Like more intense and like, you know, focused.
He's never felt fitter.
He's never felt fitter. I'm King Leopold. I'm going to the Congo, and I'm going to chop off the people's hands, and you're going to get me rubber and other resources. I've never felt fitter.
I'm more fulfilled.
I've eaten 10 blacks. I've eaten 18 left hands, 42 right hands, and I've never felt fitter. So fulfilled. Every hand I eat grants me 5 new points
Every step you take.
on my pentagram of darkness. Yeah, King Leopold's a piece of shit too. Oh yeah, so anyone who didn't meet a quota lost a hand. In reality, in the areas that he was looking for and demanding gold, there was not gold. He was on a fool's
He was
quest.
just talking shit.
He sent himself on a fool's quest for gold.
He's hoping they had something, or do you not care?
He just thought they did.
I thought they would.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't they have a lot? If
You know, I thought they'd have it when I lied to you.
Listen, I saw that they had some, so that only means they have a lot more. Right?
I don't see any here, so it's got to be there.
Yeah, like they have a little bit here, but that means where there's
Think
a
of
little
all the
bit,
gold there.
there's a more of it.
Amore
Yeah.
of it.
When the moon hits your eye, like a big pizza pie,
Oh no!
that's the fucking audacity you have, lying to me, telling me you don't have gold.
That's just my son hating me.
My son, he hates me.
He hates me.
He wants to see me dead.
He wants to put me in a home.
Mom, what the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about, Ma?
So through all the raping and the pillaging by a crew of mostly ex-convicts,
Yeah.
the amount of gold they were able to get was pitiful in comparison to how many people died over the course of 2 years. That being 125,000 natives. They were either killed or died of sickness.
Sure.
So Columbo lied about how much gold he was finding. Like, bro, so much fucking gold. I'm finding so much gold over there and killing so many people. But you don't know about the second part. You know about the gold. You know about the gold. That's what's good. The economy's good.
Yeah.
I just fucking talk about a tax break. I fucking break them, I tax them, I get the
break
gold.
them real good.
It's really good. So everything that was actually happening started making its way back, like word of it started making its way back to the Spanish courts.
Okay.
And now he has to come back to defend himself. He gets fetched, and now he has to come defend himself. Like he gets word that he has to come back.
He's Christopher Columbus.
Now he's Christopher court sentence, or would it be, what are they called? Christopher court date.
Ah,
There it is.
got it.
Awooga!
Wow.
Oh yeah, we're rolling now. So he went to see the king and queen. He dressed himself as a friar. This is where it gets good. Not a KFC employee.
Friar Nip Talk.
Keep up, idiot. He assured them that there was still tons of gold, and even a whole continent
Made of gold.
made of gold. He's like, it's a whole continent south of where I'm at right now. There's way more gold.
Hide the spray paint cans.
So they were interested about the continent made of gold, but they wanted him to colonize instead of taking 1,200 soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
So he sent them with 6 ships, with 2 units on amongst
6 ships, sink ships.
yeah 6 ships, sink lips. So he had 6 ships split into 2 units. By the way, he had to wait 2 years for them to gather the resources to do this. So he had to chill out back home for 2 years. While, like, all of his men are, like, raping and pillaging and collecting minuscule amounts of gold.
That's
in
fine.
comparison to the human rights violations.
I found the tooth, sir.
Hey, sir, this tooth's got gold in
Hey,
it.
look, it kind of
Hey.
it gleams.
In 1492, I found a fucking golden
Hey.
tooth.
And I found a shiny stone in my shoe.
I think that's pretty
Hey.
good.
Let me in.
Fuck. So, he got his 6 ships and he went back to Hispaniola to resupply the colony, and then he sent some other ones down southbound. When he got to Hispaniola, he found that most of his men had starved, and the survivors hated Bart Columbo, his brother and appointed governor.
Alberto
Columbo.
Oh my
Bartholomew
God.
Columbo. That was his brother. You didn't know about that.
Oh.
Because we didn't talk about his childhood too much, because he's just been an evil slaver since birth. He came out of the womb dressed like Lord Frollo, did you know?
Oh man.
Hellfire! Hellfire! Yeah, show me your gold! Yeah, he's crazy. He's like a fucking evil leprechaun. Anyway, I'm sorry, leprechauns. And the Irish community and the whole...
Leprechauns matter.
Leprechauns matter. But also... Anyway. So, Bart Columbo was shitty. And the rebels gathered a bunch of Spaniards and natives, and they fucking went to war with Columbus. Bangity, bangity, bang. Boom, boom. Clap, clap, you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And they beat his ass.
Oh, they die?
No, it gets better. Columbus is 45 years old at this point, and he's really tired from fighting, and he's actually been sick for a minute. Right. So, foreshadow. Old, tired, sick. We're getting there.
He puts on the mask.
One more nail.
To be continued.
We'll be right back. It's Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and you want to make sure your shit's safe.
My email's full of spam. What do I do?
You want to make sure that you're not taking the riskiest action and slashing the lanterns of malware that come before you.
Should I click this link?
No, don't touch that. Don't touch that. Do you have your 2-factor authentication set up? Because that's more important.
The printer?
Cybersecurity Awareness Month is for everyone, from young and old, especially.
But I want to print out pictures of little Johnny on my printer, and it's saying error load letter problems.
And you can do that and so much more with two-factor authentication, because burglars are going to break into your house.
Oh my god!
Access your computer physically and take all of your information.
Are they gonna harm me?
You'll be fine, ma'am, as long as your two-factor authentication is set up. Because this Cybersecurity Awareness Month, it's all about being aware and secure cyber speaking.
But what if I want to send pictures of Johnny for Christmas?
You can do all that and more as long as you're secure.
Is Putin gonna see him?
He might. The name of that podcast is brought to you in part by separate but equal textbooks. These are Confederate letters.
Oh, dear Mom. It's your boy. I'm here to do an unboxing, but YouTube isn't a thing, so I'm gonna write it down. Let's see. I got this box when Dad came in a sack from the war, and his toes didn't look like him. Anyway, let's see what's in this box. We got Flint, some matted hair, raisins? Or are these turds? Yeah, those are turds. What else? Oh, look, it's a ghost mask that belonged to Dad. Boo! Oh, what's that? What else is this? A knife? Ow! Fuck! Sorry for the blood on the letter, Mom. I better go.
Hey, I'm Andy Kappaman,
And I'm Larry Lenbord.
and we're here to tell you about Leases for Laces, our shoe rental company.
Are you sick of your shoes, your laces, and you want leases in return?
Then you can come on down to Leases for Laces and rent shoes for any occasion.
Down on your luck, get the fuck, grab a shoe.
And while you're here, ask us about Leases for Leashes, run by Felicia's nieces.
And if you don't say hi to us, you'll hurt us to pieces.
Hi, we're Felicia's nieces, and we do Leases for Leashes. We're right off the interstate, baby.
Yeah, we'll wash your dog.
Say hello.
Say hi to Johnny.
You'll hurt us. Fuck. Jesus Christ. I think that was really bad.
You think so?
I don't know. We're gonna ship it?
I want to see.
We're gonna ship it. And we're back. You've been listening to the name of that podcast with Alton and Eddie. Ooh. Oh yeah, baby. And we've been talking about Christopher Columbine, a.k.a. Christopho Columbo, formerly known as Son, before he enslaved his father. Did you know, Eddie, that after Christopher Columbus got sick at 45 years old, he had to fight Spanish rebels made up of both Spaniards and the natives?
By himself?
Well, nah, he had his pirates with him.
Oh, why wouldn't he have a crew still?
Exactly. So he appointed the leader of the rebels mayor of the area and gave land grants to all the Spaniards who decided to stay back.
Okay.
He just wanted to get the fuck out of there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Word of this rebellion got back to the Spanish Empire, and they sent a knight named Francisco de Bobadilla.
Okay.
This guy, Francisco de Bobadilla, was there sent out as a royal person of the crown, whatever, to sort everything out. He got there just as Columbus was about to mass execute all the rebels. Talk about timing.
Halt!
In the name of the Queen.
Downton Abbey.
Nah, bro, this is Spain.
Oh.
So it'd be all like, my name's Antonio Banderas, and you're watching Punk'd.
That was a good season.
Punk'd with Antonio Banderas. Yeah. I love that shit. They tricked everybody. They got Pablo Escobar in that episode.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. So he got there just in time as the execution was about to happen. He stopped it with his royal powers.
Whoa.
And arrested Christopho and his 2 brothers.
2 brothers.
He 2 brothers in a boat. So when they got back to Spain, he literally groveled at the feet of the king and queen. Literally groveling at their feet, like mwah, 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 oh, mwah, mwah, please, mwah, forgive me. Mwah,
And that works.
I'm so stupid. What he said was, anything that he did was because he was stupid, not evil. The king and the queen did feel sorry for him and restored his wealth.
idiot.
He fucking sucks.
He is real stupid.
To be fair. So they gave him back his wealth and title.
Pitching works.
The king felt as though, as good as Columbo was at sea, he was a really shitty politician on land. If 1 by air and 2 by sea, Columbo, you're good with a compass, but bad with civilization.
I haven't gotten my politician legs yet.
So they sent him on another expedition, only to explore this time and find that direct route to Asia he promised them.
Oh, that one?
Right. So on the way there, his crew weathered a storm and discovered Honduras. Whoopsie.
Oh.
They found a ton of gold there. Actually found a lot of gold.
Oh, fuck.
This is all, it's all coming together.
Ka-ching.
Cha-ching. Right? So they weren't so lucky on the way back, though. A storm washed them up on the coast of Jamaica. Not that bad. It would take a month for help from San Domingo, Hispaniola, to arrive and save the crew. But Columbo knew he wasn't allowed anywhere near Hispaniola. You know, the aforementioned rebels and all that shit. So he hightailed it back to Spain on a boat as soon as he could.
I can't go in a Bowser's castle.
Nope. Dun, 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 dun. So when he got back to Spain, he wanted his 10% cut. He's like, it's time to pay me, motherfuckers. I found your land. I found your gold.
Cash out.
Pay me. Cha-ching, bitch. Yeah, he's out. The house always wins, and he wants his cut. This would make him a very rich man with a lot of land. But he would not really get a chance to enjoy it because he was already sick, and his sickness only got worse over time, and he died at the age of 54.
With a slip knot?
Nah, he died at sick, in a bed, people surrounding him, loved ones, allegedly.
Down with the sickness?
As many loved ones as a vampire could have. Yeah, so that's
just as much heart.
Yeah, with just as much heart, if not less. And that's the story of Christopher Columbus, a guy who lived like a piece of shit and died like a piece of shit.
I want the mask.
I want the golden mask, though. They should have tried putting it on him. I don't think he would have thought. I don't think he thought about it. Man, I can't believe
full of Holland.
That tribal chief in Hispaniola was so open to giving him the mask.
Yeah, Jim Carrey had it one day.
Somebody stop me. Yeah, Christopher Columbus did put on the mask. Somebody stop me.
Bruce Almighty.
It was like it was rhetorical when he said it.
But really don't.
But don't. Give me the star.
Let me do what I want.
Yeah. I'm not good at a Christopher Columbo impression.
Who is?
James Gandolfini, may he rest in peace.
I hate you, Ma.
I fucking hate you, Luigi.
Oh, Tony.
Remember, Ma, all toast is toast toast. Aw, man. But hey, man, thanks for listening to us. I think this has certainly been the longest episode we've ever done.
The special.
It's been the special, the Christopho Columbine special.
Look forward to Snoomans.
Hell yeah, many more Snoomans. We're going to get a logo soon. We're going to keep hopping from platform to platform until we find one that really lets us do it for free, or we just decide to give somebody money. But we're gonna be doing it with this link for a while, so don't worry. Just click the link. We're gonna give it to you. Just click on it. Thanks for. I mean, you'll only hear this once you've clicked on the link and listened to the entire podcast. But I implore you.
So if you haven't listened, fuck you.
Yeah, if you haven't listened yet and you're just skipping to the end to see if anything juicy happens, this podcast was sponsored by Your Mom's Hot Cunt. Your Mom's Hot Cunt. I ate it yesterday and she farted in my face. And
go back to start.
Yeah, go back to the beginning. Honestly, this has been a great episode. I've had a good time. Thank you very much, Skeletor's Daycare, for sponsoring our podcast.
That's a good one.
Shout out to Laces
A&E.
Laces for Laces A&E History
A&E.
Channel, Separate but Equal separate but equal textbooks. Thanks so much for all your help, all your support, making this lucrative fun so we can make free and accessible content for mostly our coworkers.
And have a living wage.
Oh, man. Thank you so much for giving us a living wage, because God forbid a place of employment tried to do that.
Sucking dick on the side sucks.
Yeah, sucking dick on the side sucks. I haven't resorted to it yet.
Oh.
I tell you, it's looking bleak. Or at least looking like there's going to be a dick inside my cheek. Woo! Woo! That's a rhyme. We did a rhyme. We did a quick rhyme. Quick mass. Big shock. But hey, y'all take it easy.
Honor Columbus.
Honor Christopher Columbus. Remember indigenous people. And remember Italian people. You don't need Christopher Columbus anymore. You have so many cool Italian people to look up to now. Andrea Bocelli. Is he Italian? He sounds Italian.
I think so.
Hey, Jamie, is Andrea Bocelli Italian?
Jamie, will you look that up? There it is.
Scroll down.
Let's see. Italian singer. Wait.
Just open his Wikipedia, Jamie.
Further in, Jamie.
Italy.
Ah.
Yeah, he is from Italy.
We did it.
Thanks, Jamie. All right, y'all. Take it easy. This is signing off officially. Official sign off.
See ya.
I feel like it's the best time to voice my displeasure. I'm so fucking mad right now. It's been like 3 fucking times this entire podcast that I forgot to turn the fucking microphone on. It's like for me to try hard.
It's because you're mad about Columbus.
I'm so mad about Columbus.
It's fucking up the recordings.
Yeah, I hope I like more editing. Folks don't think we're trying hard now.
We're not!
Fuck this, man. I'll stop any day now. I'm only doing this so I don't go into a depressive state. Oh, look, now you're obligated to my content. Wow. Thanks, fans. Yeah, I'll put out there. I'll lay it out. I'll speak plainly. I'm depressed. And I do this to focus on my hobbies outside of work, because work used to keep me happy, and now it can't.
Help!
Please. This podcast is more than a passion project. It's a cry for help.
It's an SOS flare.
That's what you want from me, right? You want me to tell you when I'm not feeling so good so you can talk it out with me. Well, here we are, talking it out in the end credits.
The jolly music.
Yep, doesn't this feel good? This is a Christopher Columbus episode. Remember the racist, genocidal maniac who went on a quest for gold?
Yeah.
He's literally a fucking pirate. And I need to talk to somebody about it. Well, my problem is getting late because we did a lot of Christopher Columbus today.
Not enough people knew, though.
Christopher Columbus is pretty much Trump.
He's close.
Yeah.
Trumpless.
The Earth is only 3,000 miles in diameter.
What a life.
What a life.